Good day, you all, and welcome to Jokmayoga. There are so many practices which can keep our physical and mental body fit. Nowadays, actually, the people are very conscious. Even my friends and relatives are very conscious about their health. So nowadays, actually, the people are, I'm saying, very conscious about their physical and mental health. Okay, so there are so many platforms like going to gym and going for the ground practices. I mean, the aerobic practices and involving oneself in the games that one loves a lot. So there are so many platforms which can keep our physical and mental body fit, because the physical body is having a correlation to the mental fitness. I'm very sure if you're keeping your physical body fit, then you can definitely keep up your mental body as well, a fit one. And when it comes to the yoga, actually we are getting the additional benefit of getting ourselves to the divinity. Yes, actually we can unite ourselves to the divinity. I mean, the source of creation that we are meaning as God. So we can definitely take us to, I mean, unite with the cosmic energy. I mean, the source of creation. I mean, simply the God. So the eighth limb of the yoga, I mean, the yama, niyama, asanas, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Samadhi is the eighth limb that talks about the liberation. So finally, we are uniting ourselves to the cosmic energy. Okay, why I'm saying is that actually, when it comes to the yoga, we are doing some practices as the third limb, yama, niyama, asana. So we are doing some asanas. Actually, asanas involves lots of stretches and lots of bending. I mean, forward and backward, and to the right and left bend. And also we are doing some, I mean, hand strengthen posture and leg strengthening posture. So for all of these practices, we need to prepare our body. So to prepare our body is to giving practices for the joints and to the, I mean, muscles. So how we can prepare our body with the joint practices and the stretches. So what is called the joint practices is that we are activating the joints of our body. There are 360 approximately joints in our body, and there are major 7 joints, which means pivot, shoulder, elbows, wrist, hip, knee, and ankle. So there are 7 major joints. So we have to activate these joints. Actually, joint helps us to move every skeletal system of our body. So we have to help our muscles, and I mean simply the body, by way of triggering the joint practices that can help us, I mean, that can help the joints to move much more better. And at the same time, some stretches can help the muscles to, I mean, relax. So once you are done with the joint practices, I'm sure, I mean, the joint practices with little, I mean, stretches to the body, then I'm sure that you can easily jump on to the asanas. So now in this video, we are going to look at some of the joint practices and muscle stretches that can help us to, I mean, involve our body very easily for the asanas. So simply say, actually, we are going to prepare our body for the asanas. So let's jump on to the joint practices. The first one is stretching our hands and wrist forward movement. Every practice is only for 5 times. Okay, every practice is only for 5 times, that's enough. And external rotation of our wrist, I'm doing in this way, look at me very carefully. And after 5 counts, we have to internally rotate it. We have to internally rotate it. Yes, and after that, elbows should be very closed and interlock your fingers and give a rotation in this way clockwise. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we can give a contraction to the fingers in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the shoulder rotation, yeah, a simple rotation is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and opposite. 1, 2, do it very gently and slowly. 4, 5, and then catch up your Yes, actually, in all the practices, I'm opening my leg to the level of my shoulder. Okay, no need to change often. I think till the end of the giant practices, we would be keeping our foot apart to the shoulders. Okay, catch up your ears with your thumb and index finger and pull it as much as possible and sit complete and up. Sit up. This is also for 5 times. Sit up and sit up and sit up. Yeah, I think we are doing these practices in the temple in front of the Lord Ganesha. Yeah, okay. And pull your ears down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and side by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and press the butt. There is a tragus butt that is called tragus. We have to press it using our thumb and index for 5 times, right? And now raise the hands up and now bend forward and touch the ground and up and little bend backward and again down and up, little bend backward and down and up, little bend backward, down, up, bend backward. We have to bend intensively, bend backward. And after that, take your left up and bend right up, right up, right up, right up, right up. And change to the opposite side. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And now interlock your fingers behind it and right, left, right, left, right, left. Twist as much as possible. Right, left. Only for 5 times. All practices only for 5 times. And get your hands behind and rotation clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And opposite rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and get opposite. Okay, do it very freely, don't go stiff. 2, 3, 4 and 5 and swing as much as possible in a forceful way. 2, 3, 4, 5 and now using 2 hands simultaneously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and after that getting your hands behind and neck practices. Neck down, up, down, up. Do it very gently. Down, up. Only for 5 times. Down, up, down, up. And then right down, up, left down, up, right down, up, left down, up. And make sure that your ears are touching to the shoulders. Right, right, left, right, left. And this is also only for 5 times. Right and left. And then next week, then right, then left, then right, then left. Turn to the opposite axis. Then right, then left, then right, then left. And then give a rotation clockwise. Do it very gently. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also feel the bursting sounds inside my pivot joint. 5 and opposite anti-clockwise. 1, yeah, 2, 3, eyes closed. Better, you can feel better. 4 and 5 and then hip rotation. Yes, fixing your palms upon your hip and rotation clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4 and Find opposite. 1, 2, look straight in all practices mostly. 4 and 5. And then jump on to the knee practices. Okay, the knee rotation clockwise. 1, 2, do it very gently, and you have to feel the lubrication of your knee joint. 4 and 5. And opposite. Yeah, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And finally take up your right leg. Okay, and foot down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, only for 5 times. And then rotation clockwise, the complete rotation. 2, 3, 4, 5. In this practice, don't look at your toes because you will not be having a balance. Look straight in this practice, and opposite. 2, 3, 4, 5. And opposite. Toes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And rotation clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, all practices are done. I think I have taken only 5 to 10 minutes for this practice, and if you are doing consistently, then you can consume I think a very short amount of time. I think within 5 minutes you can finish it up if you are doing little bit fast, and don't go very light and slowly, and don't go very fast and rush. So you have to run on very with moderate fast. Okay, and if you're doing these practices before your asanas, then I'm sure that you can feel very light with your asanas, because as I said before, the asanas are involved in the forward backward bend and right and left lateral bend. So you need to get the good skeletal movements. So for this purpose, this giant practices with little muscle stretches can help you do in a better way. So prepare your body with the joint movements and muscle stretch for the asana purposes, and I'm sure you can feel very light with the asanas. And wish you all a very good yoga move, and wish your wellness. Thanks, Jokma.